Ring Walk Boxing Podcast. I am Bean. And good morning, y'all. It's like 5:30 a.m. Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. There's just a few things I want to talk about because I wanted to go live last night, but I didn't get the chance to, so I figured I'd go early morning. So, according to Ring Magazine and ESPN, um, Terrence Crawford, Bud Crawford, has retired from the sport of boxing. Um, Bud Crawford, five-time division champ, announced his retirement from the sport of boxing at the age of 38 years old. Perfect record, 42 wins, no losses. Um, so let me know what y'all think about that, about Bud Crawford, his retirement. Bud Crawford, um, being the only fighter to win um, a ring title in four separate weight divisions. I say salute to Bud Crawford. Um, and it opens up the door for these new guys. Bud, age 38. I think if he went to 160, he would have had like Janabek, but then the situation with the alleged PED situation with him, um, Aries Landy Laura, he's kind of older himself, and he looked older in his last match. So I don't know. I don't think that really interested Bud like that. So just go out on top. Leave out perfect record. It is what it is. So salute to Bud Crawford for his please hit the thumbs up. Salute to Bud Crawford for his career and his retirement. Um, and I'll still stick to my guns on it. I mean, I'm a Errol Spence fan, you know, but it is what it is. Um, Bowler, what's going on? Thanks for coming through here at Ring Walk Boxing Podcast. Hit the thumbs up button, please. Please hit the thumbs up button. And please hit the subscribe button as well. All right. So, in more boxing news, Ebenezer Tete will fight Lawrence Okoli. Um, from the last performance that I've actually seen, that I've seen myself, Ebenezer Tete didn't look that good, but neither did Dillian White. When they fought each other, um, of course, Dillian White's last few performances, he hasn't looked great, but Ebenezer Tete looked pretty sluggish when he fought Dillian White. Lawrence Okoli to me is not the most exciting boxer, but I feel like Lawrence Okoli definitely has um he has decent power and he can move pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in that match, Lawrence Okoli will win. Um, Probably even stop. He may stop Tete. He might stop Ebenezer in the late rounds, like round 10, round 11. But it could go the decision. So, um, but I'm gonna go with Lawrence Okoli being the one that wins. It won't be the most exciting fight, but Lawrence Okoli would win that fight. Hey, all everybody, please hit that thumbs up. Um, as far as January the 31st, um, Tefime Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. Do you feel Shakur Stevenson will take his first L against Tefime Lopez? Will Shakur lose against Tefime Lopez, in your opinion? This is definitely a time that if T.O. is focused and mentally he's all the way right, I could see Tefime winning this fight with the right calculated pressure and the right game plan. He doesn't really want to try to box with Shakur. Shakur is going to be the better boxer, but because T.O. is athletic, Tefime is not a plotter, and Tefime has more punch power. He just needs to be calculated and kind of fight him like he did Lomachenko. Um, you're gonna have to press the action somewhat whenever he gets him up against the ropes. Take advantage of those moments. Tefime can definitely win because it's a winnable fight. I know a lot of people feel like Tefime's maybe here and Shakur's up here, but I pretty much see these guys being neck and neck. I feel like they're neck and neck, and Tefime can win the fight. He could definitely win the fight. He has to show he's that man at 140, 140 pounds. He has to show that he's that man. Um, so about this Friday, the MVP card, Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. Um, you got Alicia Bumgarner on this card, but you also have Carolyn Dubois on this card on Friday. So you're going to have Alicia Bumgarner, who fights at 130 pounds, and you're going to have Carolyn Dubois fighting on that same card. Dubois at 135 pounds. So let me ask you this. Since Alicia usually talks about going up, she talked about going up to fight um, a catchweight to fight Clarissa Shields, and the way she is, her frame, it's no big problem then for Alicia Bumgarner to go from 130 to 135 and to fight Carolyn Dubois. Now, what do y'all think about that matchup? Now, I seen somebody comment that Alicia Bumgarner would uh would still win if they were to fight hypothetically her and Carolyn Dubois. But even though I'm from Ohio and I support Alicia Baumgartner, Carolyn Dubois, she can definitely be dangerous. She can definitely be dangerous. And that to me would be a 50-50 match. Please hit the thumbs up. Also, use the hype and hype up the video. So yeah, let me know your opinion down in the chat. And like I said, please hit that thumbs up button. Um, Let me know what y'all think. Do you think, hypothetically, if that fight happens, because I can see people wanting that fight to happen, if we can get Alicia Baumgartner to fight Carolyn Dubois at 135, who would win? How does it play out? And I also want to know your opinion. Um, will Tafime defeat Shakur Stevenson on the 31st? Let me know. Now, speaking on women's boxing, the face off with Clarissa Shields and Franchon Cruz Dezern. Um, just in the beginning of it, listening to what Franchon said about the history of her and Clarissa, it was cool. She showed they have a mutual respect for each other. She was just speaking of Clarissa and what she's been doing for the women in boxing. And Clarissa clapped her hands as Franchon was talking. Franchon said, "Hey, I'm here to be one of the best. We fought years and years ago. It's a lot later, you know. I think she said like 9 or 10 years later, they meet again. So to be fair, both women are going to be better than they were in the first fight. They'll be a lot better in this rematch. Um, so let me know your opinion, please, on what you think about that. Um, and speaking of Shakur, I spoke about him not too long ago. Um, Shakur Stevenson still says Lamont Roach Jr. At 135 pounds is still a fight on his radar. So even though he's going to be fighting Tafime at 140, Shakur still has plans to fight Lamont Roach Jr. at 135. Um, so that'll be a good fight to see in the future for sure. But like I said about Tafime, there's a good possibility he can win that fight. There's a very good possibility. Um, so we'll definitely see what happens in the near future. Um, Now with the Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios fight, I just have to go with I have to go with Ryan Garcia. But I mean, I'm definitely leaning towards Ryan Garcia. I'm just trying to see if I can make a case for Mario Barrios. That's something I need to think about a little deeper. But I'm definitely leaning towards Ryan Garcia. So I'll work on that. And when I do my recap on Sunday, I'll talk more about Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia because I'm gonna have to sit back and try to build a case for Mario Barrios like I would with any fighter. Like, why do I feel, even though I feel strongly one guy win, the guy that I feel will lose, if I give him any chance at all, why would I give him a chance? Like, what could he do, or what does he need to implement, etc. So I'll be working on that. And please hit the thumbs up, y'all. Please hit the thumbs up. Um, Frank Martin, potential opponents at 140 pounds. What do y'all think? I'm definitely a fan of. I'm a fan of Frank Martin for sure. Um, and I think at 140 he's gonna look even more comfortable right now. He looked very comfortable when he fought his last fight, when he fought Rancis Bartholomew. Um, so Frank Martin is definitely one of those guys. I feel like who's gonna be on top of his game. He learned a lot of lessons from his loss and his knockout loss from Tank Davis. He learned a lot. I think he knows that going back on the ropes too often is never good, and that was a big reason on why he was knocked out. So he'll be more weary. He'll be even stronger at 140 because he already had a big frame. So I feel like he's going to be a lot comfortable at that weight and definitely be able to contend with those guys at the 140-pound division. Okay, you said North Side. You said, bro, I swear I thought you was Sinbad for a second. Not trying to be funny. It's all good, brother. Uh you said Frank Martin, he's a sleeper. Yeah, I agree, North Side, man. He is, man. Um Frank Martin is definitely one of them guys I think that people will start to get more of an understanding, more of an appreciation for him after he fights his next three opponents. So I'm pretty sure if 2026 next year, if they can at least get Frank Martin two fights, that'll be good. Two good fights at 140. You know what I'm saying? Um, it could be Pitbull Cruz if he doesn't do an immediate rematch with Lamont Roach. He could fight Lamont Roach at 140. Um, there are definitely some guys over there for Frank Martin. I feel like too. I feel the same thing too, man. Northside. I feel like he will be that guy at that division, man. Um, I'm a fan of Frank Martin personally. I don't know why some people kind of like don't give him any credit, but I'm like, hey, the man hasn't been fighting that long. He's only had a certain amount of fights, and give him some time. Keyshawn Davis, being at 140, um, that would be a good one for that would be a good one for Frank Martin. Keyshawn Davis. Because I think I want to say that he already said in the past on an interview, Frank Martin said that he would beat Keyshawn Davis. Um, Arnold Barboza, Richardson, Hitchens. Um, there's definitely those guys up there that and then eventually at some point, Tefime Lopez. I'm pretty sure as he works his way up, Tefime Lopez would be one of the goal people that Frank Martin will want to fight. So let me ask you this, Northside. What do you think, Northside, about Tefime Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson? Who do you think's gonna win that one? You said Northside. That kid Abdullah Mason ain't no joke either. I can't wait for him to get a little more experience. Okay, you got Stevens over that. I A part of me is saying Stevens is going to win on a points decision, but I'm not going to overlook Tefime Lopez. I just feel like if he's at his best mental space, that he can definitely win. He keeps saying in all these interviews, he keeps saying that, hey, Shakur's defense is not as great as he thinks it is. People think Shakur Stevenson has better defense than what he actually has. He said this in numerous interviews. So Tefime looks very confident that he can beat Shakur Stevenson. I agree too. Abdullah Mason, he's from my home state of Ohio. He's in Cleveland. I'm in Cincinnati. Yeah, I like Abdullah Mason. I think he's going to do great things in the sport. Like you said, he gets more experience. He's going to get better and better. Um, so I would have to agree, man. Well, since Shakur has also said that he would be willing to fight Lamont Roach Jr. in the near future, hypothetically, man, if that fight gets on the floor in next year, 2026, do you think Shakur Stevenson would beat Lamont Roach? Please hit that thumbs up. There's like four people viewing or whatever. Just do me a favor, take a quick second, hit that thumbs up, please. That would be a damn good fight. Yes, sir. It definitely would, man. Very intriguing, man. I agree, man. That's the fight that I'm like, that's a really good style matchup. A really, really, really good style matchup. And that's the time that I feel like Lamont Roach and Shakur is not going to be a draw because if Lamont can't pick up his pace, to later rounds like he normally does, Shakur's gonna be pretty high on the scorecards above him. Because Shakur is a decision points master really. So Shakur would pick him apart. Oh yeah, man, for sure, man. That's definitely worth paying money for a fight like that. Yeah, man. Roach needs to run it back for sure. I mean, I know that he'll run it back with Pitbull, and Pitbull I think agreed to do it as well. As far as Tank Davis though, nobody really knows what Tank is going to do right now, mentally. What Tank is doing, I don't know. Um, but yeah, Cruz and Davis. That's another rematch that could happen. But I just don't know what Tank Davis is doing right now. I wish he would say more and be more vocal, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He keeps saying his last few interviews that he didn't care for boxing anymore. So Tank Davis, maybe he's going to retire next. I don't know if you heard the big announcement that Bud Crawford retired. Northside, you said Tank, bro. I really hope he gets his shit together because Tank needs to run it back with Cruz too. Yeah, man. Yeah, I would love to see him running back with Cruz and with Roach. Um, but I mean, I don't know, man. He does need to get together, man. He needs to make a decision on what he's gonna do when it comes to boxing. So I don't know, man. We'll see. I guess we'll just have to see what the future holds. Um, okay. So also I want to talk about the fact that the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, he referred to Derek Chisora, aka Del Boy, as a warm-up fight before his potential fight with Alexander Usyk. Now, me, I wouldn't say it that way. Me personally, Derek Chisora is no easy work. He's not no step on. He's not no easy warm up. Nah, 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 nah. I wouldn't consider him a warm up fight. I would maybe say they treat him like a gatekeeper. But Derek Chisora, man, he, you know, just as soon as you count him out, he can win. We saw what Derek Chisora did to Joe Joyce, and we knew Joe Joyce would win that fight, but Derek Chisora upset Joe Joyce and beat him. Del Boy had a close fight with Kubrat Pulev. So Deontay Wilder needs to be careful if he fights Del Boy and overlooks him. If he thinks he's going to just have his way, that could be issues for Deontay Wilder. Del Boy has fought just about everybody you can fight in in the sport of boxing. Northside, you said, "I'm sorry, man. Bronze Bomber needs to hang it up, bro. He's a one-trick pony." And see, and that's been the issue, man, is that I hate that for him though. I mean, because it's like even though I wasn't a Wilder fan, and a lot of it might have been because of the fact that he is a one-trick pony. I think if Wilder was trying to learn fundamentals and he actually tried, and you saw him making some type of small progress and throwing, left hooks and left uppercuts and body shots with the hook with his left hand, and you see him throwing two and three punch combinations here and there, I would definitely be like, okay, I see Wilder's definitely trying. Let me try to support him as an American myself. But he just seemed to want to only rely on his right hand, and once the hype got surrounded around his right hand, everybody blew it up. Like, hey man, All Wilder needs to do is land a right hand, and he'll end the night. It's like he started to believe his own hype and believe what I would call his fanboys own hype. Um, so I don't know, man. I might have to agree with you that Wilder, he definitely is a one trick pony, and but hey, I mean, I think he wants a couple of more paydays out here, and he thinks that he can upset Usyk if he fights him. But I feel like Usyk could stop Wilder early, like he stopped Daniel Dubois. I think he could step on the gas a little early and not be so patient. And that would be the best bet for Usyk. You don't want to play with your food if you're dealing with a puncher like Wilder, who has a one punch knockout. I don't think it'd be smart for Usyk to play games, to try to box him and move and nah, just go in there and stop him like you did Daniel Dubois. Northside, you said he gonna beat the brakes off Wilder, fam. I agree, man. I agree, man. I agree. I really can't see. I mean, that's the only thing I can say about Wilder is he always has a puncher's chance, but other than that, he has no he has nothing coming if he's fighting elite levels like a Usyk or something like that. I feel like AJ. I always felt like AJ would beat Wilder because he had more weapons than Wilder. But I knew if Wilder landed that right hand, just that one time flush, it could end the night because AJ he has bad recovery. AJ will probably get back to his feet, but he'll be all wobbly and he takes a long time to gather himself. That's the problem with Anthony Joshua. People say he's chinny. He's not necessarily chinny. He just has bad recovery, and that's the problem that we see with Anthony Joshua. Like we saw with Andy Ruiz, we saw with Dubois. He gets punched real good on the chin or on the temple. Anthony Joshua just takes too long to get back in the fight. But I don't see that being a problem this Friday. I think Anthony Joshua is going to clean house. If it's not scripted, he's going to clean house with Jake Paul, and Jake Paul will he won't see the third round. Jake Paul won't see the third round. So we'll see, man. I hope AJ gets in there on this Friday and takes care of business and doesn't and can be spiteful and be the old AJ that I've known. I don't want him holding back at all. When he sees Jake Paul, I want him to see I want him to see Francis Ngannou right in front of him and do Jake Paul like you did Francis Ngannou. Do Jake Paul like you did Otto Wallen. Do Jake Paul like you did Dominic Brazil. Just go in there and you know, go in there and get straight to work. Northside, you said, bro, that's a fight I wanted to see was Wilder versus AJ. I think he would have cleaned Joshua's clock with a lucky punch. Yeah, man, I go back and forth, man, because here's why. If you look at AJ in the majority of his fights, think about it. Whenever AJ fights people, although he got hurt, AJ always hurt his opponent first. He's always dropped his opponent first. He dropped Klitschko first. He dropped Andy Ruiz first. He dropped Ngannou first. So I think AJ would get it off on Wilder more than likely. He would land first. The only time that AJ didn't land first was with Daniel Dubois. Dubois came right in at him and landed the first flush punch. But I think AJ, being more technically skilled, he would land his punch first. And if he landed on Wilder, Wilder probably wouldn't recover. But I mean, that's just a fight that I still say it's 50-50 or 55-45. I still lean towards AJ if they fought next year. But I know AJ right now, he wants to fight Tyson Fury first. So it'll probably be Tyson Fury and then Wilder afterwards if that happens. Northside, you said, bro, if Jake ain't out in the first 40 seconds, I know something. I feel the same way, man. And I think a lot of us are like sitting there like, man, if this dude don't finish him, something ain't right. Something's in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like this is some secret clause in there we didn't know about or something that AJ ain't allowed to finish him, you know. We're gonna see on Friday night, man. I'm gonna be looking at it real like a hawk. Like, hold on, man. Is AJ trying to carry him right now? Like, nah, man. You need to finish this dude. So yeah, we're gonna definitely see, man. Um, Now next year they already trying to set it up. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. I've always taken AJ to beat Tyson Fury for a few reasons. Yes, Dubois hurt AJ, Klitschko hurt AJ, and Ruiz. But all those guys were willing to go toe to toe with AJ, and they all had raw punching power. Tyson Fury is not known as a high knockout ratio puncher. Tyson Fury has decent power because he's such a big guy. He's like 6'9". He weighs almost 275 pounds or whatever. But I never felt like Tyson Fury was this real raw puncher. So I think AJ is not going to be so concerned if he gets in range to go for Tyson Fury. I also think that if AJ fights Tyson Fury next year, AJ's gonna go to the body of Fury. Nobody ever goes to the body of Fury consistently. Everybody fights Tyson Fury. They are headhunters. They try to knock him out. He has a good chin. He gets right back up. He recovers. So you need to go to the body of Tyson Fury. And I feel like AJ would definitely go to the body of Tyson Fury. No, I didn't see that Northside. Northside, I didn't see the Jake's team message AJ. Also, everybody here, Northside, follow my Twitter page. Follow me on Twitter, please. I don't know if I can share my link in the chat. Let me see if I can share my Twitter in this chat room real quick. And I'm on TikTok and Twitter. Okay, that's my Twitter link in the chat. So please follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna also take that same link and I'm gonna share Twitter in the comment section. Please follow my Twitter page. And also hit subscribe as well. It's free. So please hit subscribe. I'll be going live every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. So I'll be going live on Sunday to recap AJ fight, to recap the Lawrence Okoli fight, and talk about upcoming fights and stuff like that. So every Sunday I still go live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me put this. You said you used to box when you was younger out of Portland, Oregon, Knott Street with Reynolds, Lampkin, Steen, Forbes, Andre Hayes, and a few others. My man's. Oh, that's. Oh, you said Ray Lampkin. Oh man, that's live, man. Used to box. What weight class were you in? And another thing in boxing, man, is they have to get this fight together. We can't keep dealing with this Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz back and forth. I felt strongly Boots Ennis wanted to fight. He stepped in the ring after Virgil's last win. Um, I don't see why they're making it so complicated, but I've seen, Virgil Ortiz's dad say certain stuff as if Boots Ennis doesn't deserve a shot at Virgil. So they're using that talking point. But my thing is, yeah, you got to give Boots Ennis the opportunity, just like you should give anybody an opportunity. People say certain fighters don't deserve a certain fight because of what have they done, this, that, and the other. But if that's the case, then a lot of these fights won't ever happen because you have to be willing to give a person an opportunity in that big moment. Because if you keep, like Michael Hunter, for instance, as a heavyweight, Michael Hunter never gets these fights because I'm pretty sure people are saying, well, who has Michael Hunter fought? He fought Bacoli years ago. He fought Povetkin, but he never really gets the real big names. He never got a shot at Usyk again. He fought Usyk way back in the day, but as a heavyweight, Michael Hunter will never get a shot at Usyk. Michael Hunter never got a shot at Anthony Joshua. Um, Michael Hunter never got a shot at people like Deontay Wilder, you know, people like that. And Michael Hunter to me is a very solid heavyweight. He just never gets the opportunity. He gets overlooked, and that sometimes happens in boxing. Certain people get overlooked. But when it comes to Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz, we need that for boxing. These are the type of fights we need. But say we get that fight here soon. Hypothetically, if we get Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz, I personally got Boots Ennis, but Virgil Ortiz is no pushover. Um, so speaking of the heavyweights, speaking of Michael Hunter and people, another person who didn't get the opportunity with Usyk is Ajit Kabiel. Ajit Kabiel is definitely another sleeper, as you would say with Michael Hunter. Ajit Kabiel, he should be called the body snatcher, not Dillian White. Ajit Kabiel is stopping these guys with body shots. He did it with Magmadov. He did it with Big Zilly Zhang. And I think he's going to do the same thing when he fights Damian Kimba. I think Ajit Kabiel will stop him with a body shot on January the 10th when they fight. Ajit Kabiel, he needs to be fighting guys like Fabio Wardley. All those guys that are at the top, right up in that area, he needs to fight them. So if Usyk goes ahead and fights Deontay Wilder, and Usyk should win, then Usyk should fight Ajit Kabiel or Fabio Wardley, or Ajit Kabiel fights Fabio Wardley after Damian Kimba, and the winner of that can fight Usyk. But it needs to be that triangle: Usyk, Ajit Kabiel, and Fabio Wardley need to be the three in that triangle. Um, Northside, you said I don't know, man. Boots is dope, but I wish he didn't wait so long to fight a fighter that's on a close to his level of skill. Yeah, man, it's definitely it's like it's now or never for Boots Ennis. It's like he has to start fighting these guys because if he doesn't, people are going to start saying that he's fighting nobody and he's fighting these warm up fights. So he's at the level now where he has to start fighting people, just like Frank Martin. Because that's what's my bad. That's my alarm. My alarm clock went off. But yeah, man. Uh, yeah, them guys have to start stepping it up. So shout outs to Boost Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. Shout outs to Frank Martin, you know, doing his thing. Um, and I feel like my last thing I'll talk about because I gotta head to work, get ready to head to work. It's like 6:20 a.m. over here in Ohio. I know the West Coast is it's earlier, but is with women's boxing. So Clarissa Shields will fight her rematch with Franchon Cruz Dezern, but Shadeja Green, all the while, she wants that fight. Shadeja Green wants Clarissa Shields. She's let it be known. She said it time and time again. She's done interviews. They go back and forth on Twitter. So let's get that going. They need to get the fight going. So after this fight in Detroit, Michigan, Clarissa Shields' next opponent should be Shadeja Green. If Clarissa gets past Franchon Cruz Dezern, which I think Clarissa will win on points because she's a more technical fighter. But yeah, Shadeja Green, man, she is ready, and that'll be a great style matchup to see her and Clarissa Shields in that ring. Also, Hannah Gabriels, the only lady who ever dropped Clarissa Shields. She will always be a good fight. You know, Hannah Gabriels, she ain't no pushover. Uh, Cuzzo, top of the morning to you, Cuzzo. Um, Now, Northside, check out my cousin right below in the chat. Flip Side 15 podcast. Flip Side Podcast 15. Check him out. Matter of fact, I can share his link. Hold on, cuz let me find your link real quick. I'm gonna share his link and check out my cousin's podcast. It's really, really good. Um, about people that get locked up and do a lot of time locked up, and he's giving back to the community. So let me get in here real quick and get your link. All right, that's his link right there in the chat, y'all. So anybody who sees this podcast later, if you run it back, um, you can see my cousin's podcast, The Flip Side, where he takes people who've done long prison stints. They get out of prison, they come home, and they flip. They take their experience and turn it into something positive and do something good out here in society, and they find jobs, they get positions, they get out, they help others that are in the same or going down the same path, helping the youth, troubled youth, and different programs and different resources for people when they come home. So shout outs to the Flip Side Podcast. Shout out to Shorty Price, my big cousin. Absolutely, Cuzzo. Absolutely. Salute. Salute. And do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, y'all. And do me one more favor, because unfortunately I gotta get ready to go to work. But hit the thumbs up and then hype the video. If you go down to the comment and slide it over, it'll say hype. Just push that hype button. Sweet Jones, what's going on, Cuzzo? Right above you in the chat, Sweet Jones, that's our cousin Shorty P. That's Shorty Price. Shorty Price, Sweet Jones, that's our cousin from the zone. That's cousin Miller. Yeah, I appreciate you following through, cousin Bobo. Thanks for always showing your support, man. I just figured I'd get on here for a little bit before I went to work because I didn't get a chance to get on last night. So um, I wanted to make sure I got on here and said a few things that y'all can play back. If you missed it, you can go back and check it out. And then I'll be back on here on Sunday, of course, because this Friday is the Jake Paul Anthony Joshua card. And then I think on Saturday it'll be the card for Lawrence Okoli versus Tete over in like Africa or Nigeria. So it'll be going down. So yeah, just hit that thumbs up one time when y'all come in here for me. Help the algorithm and hype the video one time. Uh Once again, man, thanks for pulling up, Northside. It was good to meet you. And if you're free on Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be going live again. Like I said, my Twitter link is down there. Check it out. And you be safe, man. And I'll be talking to you soon. Because maybe normally on Sundays, Northside on Sundays, I have where people can actually call in. So when I have my engineer here every Sunday, we can fish a line out there, and you can come in and talk on the video. We could chop it up on Sunday. All right, man. So everyone have a safe day, a safe hump day, Wednesday, and I will see y'all on Sunday. And I will catch you on the next round. Peace.